unfortunately, as a man, as we all are, overstepped the bounds. And Jezebel, of course, chastised him. She was sent by God, Jehovah, to chastise him. Okay. So even the greatest amongst us, so-called greatest amongst us, okay, made great for a time, as it were, to stand out, still need chastising. And of course it teaches us that even great men are not wise, says Job. We're not. We're not at all. We have to keep ourselves within the bounds of what we are taught. And of course, in the bounds of of making stupid mistakes. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or our epistle. Now our Lord Jesus Christ himself and God, even our Father, which hath loved us and hath given us everlasting consolation and good hope through grace, comfort your hearts, establish you in every good word and work. Establish. At the end of the day, we'll close with this. We need to be established, grounded. Do you know, there is a work in this world that people undertake to achieve. A person will set out, say, to be a doctor. He feels he has a calling to be a doctor. He's given the ability, or she's given the ability. That person is given the ability to follow what they believe they've been vocationally brought into. Others take the job as simply a job, and they learn and they struggle and they go through it. Okay? At the end of the day, if they reach the end of their goal, achieve the end of their goal, they get crowned with authority. So that when we approach, say, a doctor who has gone through all the academic process and got the certificates, there is an air about them that tells us they're a doctor. They're not just any person. They've struggled. They've run the race. They've been crowned. They've been crowned with honour and with glory, respect by society. Society respects them. Society respects engineers, scientists who run the race to qualify themselves and to be crowned, therefore, by their own work. Now we are the same. We Christians start out. Our goal is to be perfect as much as possible within the Lord. It's a vocation. For us, it's not a work, it's a vocation. That entails a work. The vocation is that we have been called by God to run the race of perfection. Again, as much as lies within us. We're all individuals. We all set out with this vocation that we're called to become mature Christians. Unlike the person in the world who says, right, this doesn't apply, that doesn't apply, this is wrong and that's wrong, and so on and so on. We should be the same. The world questions when a person sets out on a vocation. They begin to question, is that right? Is that wrong? They question, they examine, they come to a conclusion, a proven conclusion by the evidence, and we should be the same. in our daily lives, and it is only this day that we're living in at this present time. Tomorrow hasn't come, and it may never come. We can use the past experiences and knowledge, which we should do, to inform us upon this day, and we should be asking in this day questions. Should be asking questions. Am I the speaker writing what I'm saying? Ask the questions. Have I evidenced what I'm saying? And this is how we should be. We should grow and grow and grow. Babes to youths to fathers. Again, this world is clearly drawing to the midnight hour. The midnight hour. We may indeed be seconds away. And I tell you something, when this world has piled on fake news stories and created a fake setup in this world of an environment that is fake, then a division will come. And the saints of God will be persecuted by the Arminians of all denominations, whether it be Romanist, Anglican, Pentecostal, whatever denomination of nominal Christians. And who shall be leading the pack of wolves? Government. Then society in general. And then the so-called churches, the denominations, nominal denominations. Oh yes, there's going to be a battle. There's going to be a war, an open war against us. Stop that Christian's mouth. Put him in prison. Where's freedom of speech? There's no freedom of speech for you. You scum. So do you are. I'm a Christian. Yeah, you just scum. You're not following the pattern of the world. You're not following the words of the world. You're not standing in line with the world. The world has a different speech now. It has different ways now. We're not going to listen to you Christians. We're going to lock you up. We're going to persecute you. We're going to take your houses from you. We're going to separate up your families. Take your children from you. Get the social services in. Take your children. We're going to persecute you on every hand. Because we don't want you. We don't want you. And in the midst of it, of course, all this smoothness, there's anarchy. No justice. No morality. No nothing but anarchy. And the rising up of the people against the people in an enormous way. Or civil unrest. Well, we'll leave it at that. But let us be aware the time is running out. Again, there is no reason for any of the scriptures not to be understood. they've been opened up. Look out into this world and all the mass of strong delusions. You pick up the paper, you look at the headlines, you go to this abomination in the corner, whatever, to see the news, and it's all theatre. Because God has vented his anger in such a way that he's given over societies and people to a strong delusion, and they are going to be anchored, and they are anchored in that strong delusion. If you say anything and evidence anything against that strong delusion, you will be punished. You will be punished. Aye. Well, we'll leave it at that.